Hey, what's going on, guys? It's LuceyGoosey or Kyle, and welcome back to another episode of Build Battles here on the channel. That is right, we are back with another episode of Build Battles, and this is round 2 of the August tournament thingy majigger thing. So yeah, welcome back to another episode of Build Battles. Today we are going to be doing some awesome stuff. We've got some 4 awesome competitors, but before we get into all of that, we have to see the winner of last week. So let me fly up there like and head on over here. And the winner of last week was old Chachi Boy with his Olympic build and all that stuff. And I'm trying to remember what he built, and I can't think of it right now. Give me a second. So I actually do remember he built the canoe race and everything like that with the pumpkin heads. If you guys missed last week, make sure you go check it out. He had an awesome build, and he will be joining us for the August finals, which is pretty cool, and he will have a chance at joining the finale of Build Battle Season 1. So that's pretty awesome. So old Chachi Boy was the winner of last week. So we will be deciding who will be on this sign today. We're going to go meet our competitors and see what our topic is. So I think it's time that we go do that. And let's go meet our competitors. Actually, 1 second before we do that, I do have to mention, if you guys want to be in round 3 of August, that will be the last round before the finals. And that will be the last round to get in Season 1 of Build Battle. So if you do want to join that, make sure you go fill out the application form down below in the description. Will be the last week to do it. I do have like 3 people that have filled it out that I wasn't able to get into this week, so hopefully I can get them in next week. But if you do want to join it and you haven't filled out the application yet, make sure you go do that, and maybe you'll have a chance at getting in on the build battles. Other than that though, guys, that is really it for this thingy-majigger of an intro, and yeah, let's go meet our contestants. Alrighty guys, it is time to meet our contestants. So if we head on over here to vote 1, we have got Clean Vermin 683. They're wearing the cave spider skin, and we're looking like twins over here. They're jumping around and everything like that. And if we had a third one, we could have the Illuminati of cave spiders, but right now there's only 2 of us. Over in vote 2, we have got, I think this is the Banjo skin from Banjo-Kazooie, and we have SGT Little Ross over here in vote 2, and they're digging a hole, and I think they're gonna hide from the competition. Over in vote 3, we have Star621, and they have a walrus skin on, and they look kind of silly. And I actually really like that skin. I kind of like walruses, and like if I ever like have Chinese food and I have chopsticks, I pretend like I'm a walrus. So that's who we've got over here in vote 3. And in vote 4, we have Captain Icy Water wearing the mushroom skin, and they were actually in the last YouTuber UHC. If you guys saw that, Captain Icy Water was part of it, and they're throwing emeralds up in the air like they just don't care. Alrighty guys, now it is time to do the theme machine. So we've got our dispenser right here. We're going to click the button, and our topic is pixel art. So that's kind of a weird topic. We've never really done something like that before, but the topic is pixel art, so that's really anything. And we're going to see what our contestants can do today with the topic of pixel art. So I'm going to start the timer. 12 minutes starts now, and they may start their building. Alrighty, so build phase has started, and pixel art is definitely a weirder topic than what I'm used to having. I mean, usually we have big builds or small builds, but detailed and everything like that, and pixel art is definitely a different type of build. So if you guys remember way back when in the day, probably around episode 15 of Build Battles, we actually outlawed pixel art in build battles. But if the topic is pixel art, I guess everyone has to do it anyways, and it's kind of a creative topic. I mean, anyone can build anything, so that's pretty cool. So I guess it's still a pretty cool topic, but I don't like when people just go on Google and like type in like Pokemon and then build a pixel art Pokemon, because obviously they're not building on the top of their head. But I think these guys are definitely building some pretty cool stuff. Hopefully they're not copying from Google, and that could be pretty cool. But over in vote 1, we've got Clean Vermin, and it looks like they're going for a bit of a circle-y shape right here. That would be pretty cool if you built Kirby, because I kind of see like a foot maybe going right here. He could be building Kirby, and I'm taking guesses at all of them. I'm going to take guesses at the beginning and see if I get them right, but I'm going to guess that this is Kirby right now. I highly doubt it's going to be. It could be like a skull and crossbones as well, but it's something that has to do with like a face or some sort of circle. And over in vote 2, we have SGT Little Ross, and I have no idea what they're building right now. I'm gonna take a guess at like a robot maybe. This could be a robot. I'm trying to think of what this is. I don't recognize it right now, but if I had to guess, I would say a robot, maybe like Mega Man or something along those lines, but it is looking pretty good so far. Alright, over in vote 3, we've got the walrus. We got stars over here in vote 3, and I really don't know what they're going for right now. Maybe like a shark or some sort of animal that you know, biting something. I don't really know. It could be a dog. I don't know. Maybe he's building a walrus. I really don't know. But it looks like he might be starting over right here. Didn't get the shape that he wanted, and he's starting over, which we are already 2 minutes into the build phase, so he only has 10 minutes to come up with something pixel arty, but we'll see how he does. And over in vote 4, we've got Captain Icy Water, and he's got some sort of shape right here. Now, he does have a sign, and I don't know if it says what it is. I'm not going to read the sign just yet. But if I had to guess at what it is right now, I would guess that maybe he's starting over. I don't really know, but maybe he's not. I'm thinking maybe it's like a mushroom from Mario or something from Mario, like a bullet bill, but obviously he doesn't have too much to it right now, so I can't really make too much of a guess, but we'll see how this turns out. Oh, maybe it's like an emerald. I bet you he has it on an item frame over there. I think it could be a diamond or an emerald, but he does have his dimensions off a little bit. If you guys can see right here, he only has 1 on the diagonal right there, and he has 2 on every other diagonal. So, oh, he is building an emerald, so that's pretty cool. But we can see, we'll see if he fixes it right here, because it is kind of off. Going back over to vote 1, I actually think I'm changing my mind. It could be a skull and crossbones, but also, you know what? I'm going to go with the skull. It wasn't Kirby, which I'm kind of sad about, but I'm going to go with the skull. It could be like a snowball as well, but I'm going to go with the skull. I think he's doing the pixel art of a skull, and we'll see how that one turns out if that's what he's doing. But that's my guess right now, and I think this should be my final guess. Oh, wait. I got a different guess. This is a mushroom from Mario. I just took that guess on the last one, but I think that this is definitely going to be a mushroom from Mario. That's my final guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm going to go with the mushroom. Over in vote 2, it looks like they might be doing pixel art of some armor. They did start over. I can't remember what my original guess of it was, but I think that's probably what they're doing now, is they're changing their mind and going with some pixel art of some armor right here. So it could look pretty cool. We're going to see how this one turns out. In vote 3, he's completely changed his mind and started to build maybe a person or something along those lines. So we'll see how this one turns out as well. But there's a lot of people restarting their builds and everything and going with something new. And I think I was right about that mushroom over there. So that's pretty cool. It's looking pretty good so far. But yeah, a lot of people restarting their builds. And we're already, 4 minutes into this build battle. So they got to pick up the pace a little bit. And over in vote for the emerald, at least I hope it's an emerald, it's looking pretty nice. I don't want to be guessing wrong. Actually, let's head on over. See, it is an emerald, alright. But he does still have this off a little bit, by just a tiny bit. He's got 1 right there, and the other ones are 2. So hopefully he does recognize that and fix it before this is over. But it still kind of looks like an emerald. The shape is just a little bit off. Alrighty, well, we're about halfway through the build phase, so we're going to actually go into a speedy time-lapse where I show you guys their builds, but it's all speed up and looks pretty cool, and there's also a song that goes along with it. So, I don't know what song I'm going to use this week. I got to find a good one, but we're going to speed up and roll the time-lapse, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And then after we're done, we'll look at all the builds, and you guys can vote on which one is your favorite. But let's roll that time-lapse. Alrighty guys, build phase is now over, and we've got some pretty awesome pixel art builds today. So over in vote 1, we have got ourselves a Mario mushroom, and I got 1 guess right. I think that was the only one that I guessed, like my final guess was right. I don't know, maybe I got that one right as well. But yeah, we've got a Mario mushroom over here in vote 1, and looking pretty cool and everything like that. And we've got Clean Vermin standing on top of his mushroom. I thought he was gonna like grow really big because, when you eat a mushroom you grow pretty big, so that would have been pretty cool, but I don't think that's possible in Minecraft. Over in vote 2, we've got the full set of diamond armor. So I did guess this one after I had saw like his stuff on the whole thing and everything like that. But we've got the diamond armor, we got the boots, the pants, the chest plate, and the helmet, and even added the shine to it, so that's looking pretty cool. But I think that armor actually ate the mushroom because now it's really big. Over in vote 3, we've got our Walrus face over here. So this was Star's build. He was wearing the Walrus skin at the beginning, and he built a Walrus face. And then he also built some water, and I think he drew... Oh yeah, he threw some fish in the pool, which is pretty cool, and added some bone meal around it. So that was pretty cool, and this is what we've got over here in vote 3. And in vote 4, we've got an emerald. So the signs say if you have OCD, then I'm sorry. Warning, it is uneven. So I actually helped him out a little bit. I told him that it was uneven, and he was able to fix it before it was over, and he's throwing emeralds all up in the air. I think I guessed this one right too, so the only one I guessed wrong was the walrus one. I thought he was building like a Viking or something like that, but this one is looking pretty cool as well, and he added a little bit of a three-dimensional bit to it at the end right there with the blocks coming out a little bit. But that is all the builds for this episode of Build Battles. So hopefully you guys did all enjoy this episode. We got some pretty awesome builds. Vote 1, vote 2, vote 3, and vote 4. Make sure you guys vote down below in the comments for which one is your favorite. That is going to do it for round 2 of August for this awesome summer Build Battles tournament. Hopefully you guys did all enjoy. I'm out for now. Peace.